Whoever.
It's got to be you or whoever logs into it.
I'll mute myself.
Okay, so first thing I want to get out of the way is, and I honestly personally feel like more leaders should do this. So I work with a woman who is strongly Hispanic. Like she has a really strong, thick accent. I love it when she talks. I'm a culture person. I can't help it. And she's on a health journey, and I don't know too much in detail about it because she's a very quiet person. She does speak English. But I gave her my business card, talking to her for a few minutes today. And I was like, check that out. If that's something you like to do, let me know. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, what if she's more comfortable with somebody who speaks Spanish? I don't speak Spanish, right? So I would also like to speak Mandarin, but I was not instilled with long suffering. That's a fruit that I just don't produce.
If you ever need like op events, she's done a few in Spanish, so we can definitely get you one if you needed one.
Harriet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I recommended her to Harriet. I was like, go to my website. If it's something that you like, follow me on Facebook. I will give your contact info to Harriet if you are more comfortable with somebody who speaks Spanish. Some leaders would be like, you just gave away a customer. You just gave away a potential promoter. What are you doing? I was like, if she's more comfortable with somebody who speaks Spanish, I'm okay with that. Like I felt so much peace. Like I'm not in competition with Harriet. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in competition with Amber. I'm not in competition with Kristen. I'm not in competition with Sammy. I'm not in competition with any other leader, right? And while I'm sitting there building my part, because she's on the station next to me and I'm building my thing and she's doing her thing, it just dawned on me she might be more comfortable with another leader who speaks her language. And I'm okay with that, instead of me trying to translate and all of the different tag teaming messages and stuff. So if you know somebody who is interested in thriving or something like that, and you're not quite vibing, or you feel like they would be more comfortable with like Olivia or, Brielle because of everything Brielle's been through, or Amber because of everything Amber's been through, or whatever, right? Like, send them their way. Like, that's what we do. We help each other grow, not just in business, but in each other. And we're here for people. We're here to help people. We are here for them so that they can thrive, and so much more than just the products. I just thought that was something I would share. And like, I just had so much peace about that. Like, what if she needs a translator? I don't know how to speak Spanish. And then it dawned on me, Harriet speaks Spanish, so I'll just send her to Harriet, and that's fine. Because she's thriving and she's living healthier, and that's what matters overall. The customers that are meant to be for you, God will send your way, and so forth about promoters. But going off of what we've been talking about lately and releasing the pressure and taking pressure off of, all of the things, I started thinking the other day, like, there's times, and I know I cannot be the only one, where I feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get this post up today. I didn't post anything today. And it starts feeling more like an obligation than waking up with a passion to post about our products. And it's just like, I got to get this post up today. Like, I have this going on and this going on, and I've got to get a freaking post up today. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm going to try to stick to my notes, but it's just like, if you are feeling stressed about what you have to wake up to do, like, I dreaded when I worked in customer service, I dreaded getting up to go clock in, because I knew what I was going in for. I knew what I had to do. I knew that nobody was going to help me. Nobody is here to help me build my business. This is my business. I'm here to build it, right? Like, we have our encouragement, we have our tools that were provided, but this is your business that you build. So nobody's coming, right? And if you're feeling stressed about what you have to wake up to do, I got to get a post up. I got to get caps on stories. I got to do a reel. I got to upload this. I got to upload that. I got to share about this promo. Oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? I'm not a creative person. I don't know how to make this. I don't want to sound salesy. And then it just becomes like an freaking gation. And if this is turned into an obligation for you over how it was when you first started, you need to take a 2-week vacation to life. Like you just need to take a 2-week vacation. You need to take 2 weeks off of the products. Don't get big-eyed on me, Kristen. You know it. you got to take 2 weeks off the products, and you got to take 2 weeks off the business. I know what not thriving is. Okay. Honestly, that's too long. Yeah. But you got to take time. Maybe you got to take time off. Like you've got to get back to not just why you started in the first place, but why you're still here. Because why you started, I started in 2020. Why I started and why I'm still here are two totally different things. But you've got to take time off the products, time off the business, and time off social media. Don't be scrolling through TikTok. Stop it. Time off. Yeah, time off all of it and get back to you. You. Because without you, there's no business. Without you, there's no Thrive experience. People have no idea what this is. People have no idea what it does because it's not in a nutritional store. It's not in your grocery store. It's not in the corner store. It's not at the dollar store. Nobody knows what this is. I had no idea what Thrive was. No idea. Nothing. I get a sticker in the mail. I'm like, what is this? You've got to take a break. If you're starting to feel like this is an obligation and you're feeling pressured to do it, you've got to take a break. And that means from the products too, because why are you even using the products? Why are you using the products if you're not going to, if you're just feeling obligated to share about them? We talk about taking the pressure off of ourselves, and we talk about if we don't grow, like if we don't grow, nothing else grows. Our marriage doesn't grow, our kids don't grow, our home doesn't grow, our finances don't grow. If we're not growing, nothing around us is going to grow. We're just a dead weed in the sidewalk. And we talk about all of this, yet we're still grinding, we're still hustling, and we're still stressing. So it's like we talk about it and it's great to talk about. And it's kind of like people who go to church. You get that fulfillment on Sunday, but then you have Monday and traffic and teenagers or terrible twos and dogs that just peed on the couch. And yeah, so you get this refresher, right? And then you have the next day. I don't thrive to build a business. And I don't build a business to thrive. I didn't know anything about this business. I was just looking for clean energy. I needed a jump start. I needed gas in my tank. I was starting to make moves for my life and I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I needed energy and I knew that I didn't have any. So I was looking for it everywhere. But I don't thrive to build a business. And I don't build a business to thrive because I needed energy. And now I just do it to feel good every day. Because for me, and if you've ever been through like a trauma or an addiction or a depression or anything like that, literally it just feels good to finally feel good. Like it's one thing to go from like being that sluggish mom and having that spark in your life now for your kids. That's amazing. But I was literally a living dead girl. I was literally going through the motions of life. I was not happy. I was not alive in any way, shape, or form other than the fact I had a pulse. So for me, it finally feels good to feel good. So that is why I thrive. And I share it not to sell it. And I know, Karen, you're in sales. You sell Thrive. What are you talking about? Well, I share Thrive just like I share my lip balms that my girl makes because they're the best freaking lip balms I've ever freaking used in my life. And I am a chapstick junkie. Okay. I can educate you on some lip balms. And just like I share, bottle dye. Sometimes I bottle dye my hair. Doesn't happen very often because same girl that makes my lip balms colors my hair now. But it took me trying all these different bottle dyes to find the one that works for my hair type. So I share that, right? Just like I share the best place that's got the best fried pickles, don't judge me. I share Thrive, just like I share those fried pickles. But I share the products that I use because I know what it's like to not feel good. I know what it's like to be tired all the time. I know what it's like to be that tired mom. I know what it's like to feel like a zombie. I know what it's like to just feel sluggish. The brain fog is real. I know people hashtag that all the time, but it's a real thing and it sucks. So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to always need a nap when I should be with my kids. And I posted something today about how I know what the struggle is. So it's not just, I know what it feels like to want to get stuff done, but yet another season of my show came out. So I'm just going to grab this snack over here and sit down, and I'm just going to watch one episode, and then it auto plays to the next episode, and then nothing's done. And now I'm tired, and my husband wants to spend time with me, but I'm tired because I literally just sat here and did nothing for 5 hours. So I know what it feels like to not feel good and not have energy and have that brain fog and be sluggish and not do any of the things. So that is why I share Thrive. So I've taken the pressure off of me by not trying to sell. I share what I have and I share what I got. And I have been lessening. I'm still bold about it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not telling you not to run your business or how to run your business, just like any other Zoom, take what you need and leave the rest. But by not stressing about having to post 3 to 10 posts a day and get a reel up and 5 lives a week, and I got to talk about the products and I got to be bold. But wait a second, your page should be 20% you and the rest, or 20% Thrive and the rest you, right? Like you can't do all of this and be bold and not be afraid to sell because we sell and then so I'm so confused. It's a lot of pressure and it's coming from all of these different leaders. So I've also kind of taken the pressure off by picking and choosing what leaders and what trainings I watch. I was consumed, like I just like I learned how to swim. My mama threw me in the deep end and she said, keep your head above water. That's how I learned to swim. She threw me in 10 feet of water and told me to keep my head above it. And I'm like, okay, but I'm a natural fish. So that was me. But just like that, when I started this, I dove all in. I was in Lindsay's trainings. I was in Katie's trainings. I was in Olivia's and Brielle's and I was in everybody's trainings. I was all over the team page. I was saving all of the graphics. I was copying, pasting all of their written trainings, and I put it in my notes and I put it in a notebook before I had my notes on my phone. And I consumed myself and I was drowning in all of the trainings, not to mention all the trainings we have in our back office, which are freaking amazing. But yes, I was going nowhere because I was running in every single different direction, or at least I felt like I was, and I was exhausted again. And I was just sitting here. It was all of the information, but not even knowing what to do with any of it. So I'm writing it all down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to implement that and I'm going to do that. And I had that, I don't know if y'all have been around since the beginning of time when they had that 100 checklist IPA thing. That was duct taped to my desk. And I literally felt like I had to do all of those things. And this was starting to feel like an obligation. I don't want this to be an obligation. I just want to help people. Like that girl at my work, I just want to help her. And if I'm not the leader she signs with, that's fine. Like, I just want to help people. And I'm a little emotional because I got some stuff coming up from church, but you can't have your page 20% Thrive and the rest of it you, if you're supposed to do all of these things for Thrive. You can't do that. And I put down here, I said, well, how about it's just all you? It's just all you. I'm not saying quit the business, girl, do your thing. You just tried Pink Pro with infused caffeine. What'd you think? Was it good? Is that something you would recommend? Like them fried pickles from Texas Roadhouse? Yeah? You got that? Talk about it. If you've tried Thrive 2.0, talk about the difference between that and Smart Water. It's fine. I'm a Fiji junkie. Fiji water is my water. As soon as I try Thrive 2.0, you better believe I'm comparing it. Yes. I'm going to compare it and I'm going to share about it. Just like if you go into, I think it's in the Lionheart team page, there are graphics. It's either that or Breaking Chains group. I don't remember, but I have them in my phone if you want them. There are graphics for our ooey drink and unhealthy energy drinks, if you will. I forget which one they used. But there's comparison. There's a comparison graphic about the two different energy drinks and why ooey. I want to meet the person who named that. Why ooey is better than the other one. So if you guys want those, I do have those in my phone. I forget what group I saved them from, but that means something to me because my husband is a NOS drinker. Send help. He drinks NOS. Stinks up the car. I can't stand it. My son drinks NOS. I hate having to buy it at the grocery store just so he can have a NOS for 6 a.m. when we go to the factory. Like, I hate it, but it is what it is. So I talk about the difference in the energy drinks because it matters. Because I used to be an energy drinker. Drinker. Oh, that's fine. And if we have a promo, it's okay to talk about the promo. This was my idea for when we have a promo. Okay. We're allowed to, they've made it to where we can pin posts to our page, right? Okay. Well, it's promo time. The promo is a week long. Great. Talk about it. Talk about what it is. Talk about what it can do. Talk about however you want to do it. Get creative with it, right? Like, talk about what it has done for you if you've gotten it before, and talk about what it can do for somebody else. Talk about what it is. And then pin it to your page. Pin the promo post to your page. It doesn't even have to be salesy or anything like that. Like, oh my gosh, I am with this company. They got this going on right now. It's going to last all week. It was able to do this for so-and-so over here. Imagine what could it do for you. Throw up a graphic or a selfie or whatever you want to do. Like, get creative with it and just like pin it to your post or pin it to your page and leave it there during the promo, because you're going to come out with some more great content of another welcoming post, right? That you can pin to your page after that. So you can pin the promo post up, and then when it's over, but not every single post, not every single thing in your stories. Like today, I complained in my stories about how they're making muscle cars electric cars. It's fine. I'm gonna need more mood support. But not everything, yeah, not everything, the struggle is real. Not everything has to be thrive, 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 thrive. Yes, this is our business. Yes, we are trying to build it. But without you, it doesn't even exist. Without you, there's no Thrive experience. If you share more about what you're doing, goals that you have, and how this time last year, you would have needed 5 cups of coffee and a Red Bull just to get your kids to school. Yeah. 5 cups of coffee and a Red Bull. Yep. Just to get up and stand outside and watch them get on a school bus. Just to go back in the house and go back to bed. True story. Or how about how rough your combination skin is or was 6 months ago to how it is now because you're using Thrive Skin. Combination skin sucks. Thrive Skin helps. That's my post. Okay, take a pic while you're sitting in rush hour traffic. Hi, hello, with like, you know, your mood support. Rush hour traffic. Thankful for mood support. That's my post. And that's it. It doesn't have to be story time like I do all the time, because, you know, we need to watch all of the influencers that we're consuming. Eric Thomas is amazing. I personally love Steve Harvey. He's awesome. Don't know how he wears shoes without socks, but it's okay. He's awesome. Gary Vaynerchuk, I can take or leave him. He's got some good points financially, but he also tells you, like, and for some aspects it's okay, but like for what we do, I don't think it's okay. I think it's too much consumption and too much content. But he has said before to get like 5 or 10 plus posts out a day on each. Oh yeah, a day on each social media, each one that you got. So that's 7 to 10 posts on Facebook, 7 to 10 posts on Instagram, 7 to 10 posts on TikTok, 7 to 10 posts on Twitter, 7 to 10 posts. That's a lot of stuff. See? Yeah. And then you start feeling obligated about what you're doing. I don't want to feel obligated about what I do here because I like what I do here. I like that I feel good every single day. I have seen what this company can do, and I want to help somebody be able to do that. And if I can kind of inch there along the way, I'll inch there along the way because their journey is different than mine. It's fine, right? No more Red Bulls, no more coffees, and no more rough combination skin because I don't have to post 7+ times a day on every single social media that I have. Instead, I can just post once or twice. And that's it. And sometimes it's a long post because I got a lot on my heart. I'm an emotional person. Okay. Pisces. Don't judge me. But I honestly believe that a post a day while sharing in your stories as well is enough, as long as you're actually networking and talking with people. When I first started this and I engulfed myself in all the trainings, I was kind of training my brain to build a business and learn all of the things so that I could do all of the things, so that I could build my business and retire my husband and have my cars paid for and wax on and wax off and just, I can't, right? So now I'm rewiring my brain from training to build a business to being social on social media. I'm not a social person. I lived in self-isolation for 10 years. Junior was my human contact. And my kids, but they were like kids. So like they weren't really people yet. They were just, you know, nose pickers. It's fine. But Junior was my only adult interaction. I lived in I'm not social. Not social. I'm Karen, okay? Not social. So now it's learning to be social. I got called a Karen the other day because I told somebody not to park in the fire lane. It's fine. And now I'm teaching myself to be social on social media. So let me ask you this. If you had a team of 12 promoters enrolled with you, I don't like to say under you, but if you had 12 promoters, like you had a team of 12, there we go. Right now, could you host a weekly training for them? You don't have to put it up in the chat, just, you know, in your head, could you literally host a team training with 12 eyes, 12 set of eyes watching you? I failed math, don't judge me. Could you go live without sweating twice a week? If you saw someone post about how they needed energy, could you pop in their inbox and voice memo them? You have to teach yourself to be social on social media. Because if you can't be social on social media, how do you go to Paloozas? How do you go to Thrive events? How do you talk to somebody who approaches you and asks you what that is on your arm? Oh, that's just my vitamins. Okay, bye. I have the customer aspect version of being social. That's it. Like my customer service switch gets flipped and I'm like, hi, how are you? Oh, that's my vitamins. It's awesome. But you try to talk to me about like anything that doesn't have to do with what I'm working with or what I'm doing. You know, yeah, sure, we can go have lunch with the pastor's wife. No, sure. Awkward. I didn't have friends in school. I didn't hang out with coworkers after work or on Fridays at TGI Fridays or anything like that. And I heard something, and y'all can steal it. I don't care, but I'm posting it Friday. God help me if I remember. I was on a podcast this morning that I listened to where he was talking about TGIF. Why are we always living in a mindset of TGIF when it should be TGIA? Thank God I'm alive. You woke up today. You have something to share today. You have something to contribute to the world today. Whether it's the sticker on your arm and what it does for you, or whether it's what you overcame, or whatever your story is, the divorce that you came through, your parents' divorce that you came through, a child passing away, you got a promotion, whatever it is, you found a new church, whatever it is, you woke up today, that means you have something to share today. And whether it's Thrive or not, somebody needs to hear what you have to share because somebody's going through what you're going through right now. I know that is so hard to believe. But somebody has little kids right now, and their little kids getting bullied in school too. Or they're having trouble potty training their kid too. Or they got a teenage daughter who's 16 going on 42. Okay. The struggle is real. The mood support helps with a lot of Jesus mixed in. But you woke up today, so you have something to share. And I don't know what that is. And maybe you're going through something that I went through, or maybe I'm going through something that you went through. And maybe that's why we follow each other on social media, right? But I don't know what I did with it. I got a couple tips from another leader. Mute every single Thrive leader that you follow, that you're friends with. I think you can mute them for 30 days, but I usually just accept their friend request and then unfollow them so they don't pop up in my feed. It's fine. We're still friends. You can still message me. I can still message you, but you're not popping up in my feed. And I'm not seeing all of your successes or all of your struggles while I'm over here trying to do this and trying to do this. And I'm starting to pay attention to yours and your journey and what you're doing and how you're succeeding and how you're posting and how you're, no, that's you. So we're friends. I love you guys. You're my people, but I unfollowed you. Also, she told me the power of hashtags. Hashtags work. People search stuff through hashtags. I don't tend to follow people via hashtags, but I am going to try the suggestion that she did where you search a hashtag I think it works better on Instagram than it does Facebook. Y'all can correct me on that. But like, you can hashtag mom of teens or mom potty training mom or something like that, whatever your deal is, right? You can hashtag that and then find your people and befriend them, right? Don't friend them expecting to sell to them though. Befriend them expecting to help them because you got some potty training tips that this woman needs. Okay. This woman needs help. My son fell in the toilet once. It's fine. That woman needs help. You have the tips that can help her. So that's why you friend people. That's how you get social on social media. Another thing is, like I said, one post a day is fine. Amber has said this before. We all have busy lives. And sometimes I get a migraine. Okay. And I don't really feel like coming home from the factory and putting 20 posts up on 20 different social medias. I only have 2, but that's fine. But you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I put up a post and that's it. But it's network marketing. So you need to make sure you're networking your market, which is you. And we forget that. We forget, like, yeah, we're trying to thrive and all of the things, but you are your market. It's social media. We got to be social on social media. So engage and comment and engage in the comments. And I've mentioned this before. My husband does TikTok. I don't know how he does it, but he does TikTok. I have tried. I have downloaded that poor app 4 times to my phone. I don't vibe with TikTok. I've tried, but he has like 5 videos. That's it. But he has like thousands of followers because he engages within the comments of the videos and people just follow him. Like, I don't know, he's a nice guy, but engage and comment because your face is going to be in their comments, right? Your face is going to be in their comments and people are going to see what you comment and people are going to see your face and be like, oh yeah, she's holding a dog. I have a dog. There you go. Also, if I don't know, she said something about I struggle with samples sometimes. Like I can get them out, but then it'll be like dry forever. Nobody wants even like I'll be giving away a free sample and nobody like dust balls from like the Western movies are just flowing through my social media like nothing's happening. So she said to focus on samples in 10. I don't know if that's like samples in 10 days or what, but showing that you have 3 packs of this and 3 packs of that and 3 packs of this and showing them that you could, that they can customize it and just kind of getting creative with, how you share your samples and stuff. I'm more of a FaceTimer on social media or on stories. I don't really do a lot of cute graphics. I could like sometimes on the weekend, I'll get a little creative with like a selfie and I'll just kind of put a story to it as like an op to post on Monday or something. And then that's kind of like how I'll start my week. But I don't do a lot of cute graphics. I can. I'm not saying that I can't. It's just not my thing necessarily. I like the FaceTimes. I like adding captions to it sometimes, or I'll just put a title at the bottom of it. But just you got to put your face out there. You got to learn and teach yourself to be social on social media because like I said, if you have 12 promoters under you right now, if you have a team of 12, a team of 30 right now, could you do a weekly training for them? Could you be bold enough to just do a weekly training for them? Could you go live twice a week and not sweat, not get nervous? You know what I mean? We have to learn to teach ourselves to get social on social media because, and I think I've said this before, but I may be building my business on social media, but social media is not building my business. I have neighbors. I live in a community. Get out there. Let people like join your neighborhood groups. Let people know in your hood what you have, what you're doing. Let people know they can work from home, because right now the world is insane. It's insane. It's insane. Okay. And mood support helps. And they can help other people with mood support and earn an income from it. What? Get out. Join your neighborhood groups. Learn who your neighbors are. Because this world is crazy and a lot of stuff is going on. Yes, get out in the hood. We need to. Like I'm looking to do a vendor event. You follow people who do that, what is that, 31, where they have the bags and the different purses and like coolers and stuff like that. Is that 31 or whatever? I don't know what that is. I'm in a group that does that. Find somebody in your neighborhood. Like my girl that does lip balm, she goes to vendor events in Cincinnati like all the time with another store that she's affiliated with. And I squeeze yourself in on that. You know what I mean? Like, how much would it be if, I took like a section of your table for, a couple capsules? Get out in the hood. I'm not going to stop saying that now, Amber. But yeah, learn who your neighbors are, because with all the division that's going on and all the animosity and all the anger and all the hurt that is going on, we can help people. Kitty. We can help people. And with more than just, business aspect, we can help people because of what you went through, because of what you overcame. We can help people. So take the pressure off of always selling. And we've said this 100,000 times, share. You, not necessarily the products, share you. Because you're gorgeous. Yes. Shimmy, shimmy. Kristen, I love you. That's pretty much all I got. But I think that we need to start just helping people. You know what I mean? Like, even if you just drop a thank you card to your mailman or your FedEx guy with maybe your business card in it, right? With a thing of cookies from Kroger's. It's fine. I burn cookies, so I buy them. It's fine. Pre-made, ready to bake cookies get burnt. I buy the cookies. Trust me, you want the bulk cookies. And slip your business card in, right? What? Do you have a grocery store? I know you have a grocery store. Do they have cookies? You can actually take them out of the package and put them in a Tupperware dish and be like, I baked you some cookies, and put your business card in it. There you go. People have been doing that for years. It's fine. Another thing that I'm working on, and it's not happening yet, I'm working on having like a weekly prayer meeting. I know you are. I love you. I'm working on having a weekly prayer meeting with some women from church, right? Get social. Find your people, get social. I could keep talking, Amber, until you stop.
And get out in the hood.
Yes.
All right. I love it. I think something that we've all just kind of like been bouncing off each other lately is like, less is more. Less is more. And I know Kristen and I were talking about, was it last night or the night before? We were talking about like some ways that we can kind of offload some things so that we can incorporate more fun in our business and make those sometimes mundane tasks a little bit less mundane. And so if you guys start to play with your IPA list, or you start to change around maybe the way you do things, the way you're posting, the way you're doing your reels or whatever, like I literally just put in the chat, like for whatever reason, like my Facebook loves like the content that I put absolutely no effort to. Like I could sit there and write like a 30-minute post and get like 0 or 1 like on it. And then I put like a picture of my kids going back to school. Like everybody's posting that right now. Like how, I don't even understand like why people like that kind of thing. But anyways, and then I post like a reel with the actual voice, right? And that's what Instagram likes. So if you find things that are working for you, put it in the chat. I want to encourage each other because there are going to be moments in your business where you just feel like things are a little soggy, like they're a little stale, and you're just like, how do I bring fresh energy? How do I bring fresh energy to getting trials out? How do I bring fresh energy to, talking about my products or whatever? If you tweak something, throw it in the chat what you're doing and we can kind of bounce that off each other. But sometimes less is more. Sometimes it's not all about like spending an hour on social media and you just getting frustrated over the return of it, right? Sometimes it's just being in this space and like Karen said, being social. So a lot of the times we overthink it. We overthink it in our minds a lot more. But I love you guys. I'll have this uploaded. I can't promise that it's going to be tonight. I gotta be back up at work at 5:30. I love you guys.
Before we get off real quick. If y'all did not watch the batching planning Zoom for Sunday, the new one, I highly, highly recommend it. That's after talking with Amber yesterday, they talked about instead of having like the topics, because they felt like the topics they were giving was kind of making people feel like they had to post it, but it wasn't them. And so they had that huge thing about I hate saying this, but pain points. It always sounds weird when people say it, but write a list of your pain points. And that's what I did today. I literally just pulled from that and I felt like at ease posting versus looking at these topics and being like, okay, well, how can I make this like me? So, and that's where my thing is, because I watch those batching content like crazy just because it's the community being in there, having that social interaction, even though we're not talking. But I could never like pull from them. I just felt awkward because I didn't, come up with them. And it was like, how do I make this topic that someone gave me about me? And so that's kind of where I never posted because I didn't know how to bring a topic someone gave me into my life. And then now that's why they're switching it, I guess, to these pain points. Sounds silly saying that. But I just jotted down whether it's, pain points for like having customer wise and then having them for business or opportunity. And that made a big difference. Like, I was able to, because I'm trying to really focus on customers right now. So I was able to literally just pick one and write without having to be like, what do I need to write about? Because it was already right there and it was something that was already in my life, and not having to look at this topic and be like, how can I turn this into something that I want? So I don't know if anyone else caught that Zoom because I didn't watch it live. I had to watch the recording. And they kind of started in the middle of their thing. I think they forgot to hit record. So it kind of starts like funky. But I feel like that's been a big thing. Everyone's been switching in our upline and sidelines, is everyone's like switching to everything kind of being about your pain points or whatever. And I'll drop T for Two had a big, not a big, but an episode on it where they did theirs, and that was a few months ago. I'll put that in the chat. That kind of helped, just because at first you think about it and you're like, what are they talking about? What, but to like really dive into it, man, it made my post so easy today. I was like, like I felt good making a post because it was me. It wasn't someone else putting their topic on me. So that's all I had to say.
I love that. Can you put the podcast episode in the chat, and then can you put that recording in the chat too, because I missed it too. But I kind of felt the same way, and I kind of stopped showing up to those because I felt like it was a little robotic. And I know you guys wanted the topics really bad, but I was just like, I wasn't feeling it for a little bit. But
well, I felt like they were just like repurposing them in just a different saying. And then I would see you post something about one of the topics and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want to feel like everyone was posting the same topic, you know, kind of thing. Because I mean, I follow everyone in our team for the most part. And so it was just like, well, she posted that. Which one can I post today? Oh, I don't know.
That's exactly why I said, and this leader told me, like, literally mute every Thrive leader that you are friends with. If you're friends with them, unfollow them. If you don't want to unfollow them because you just love them so much, mute them. I think it mutes them for up to 30 days. Just mute them for 30 days. Focus on you.
Yeah.
And put you on your, not just on your page, but in your business, because you are your business, and engage with people and see how you can help someone. If you pray and you believe in God, when you wake up in the morning, one of the first things that I pray in the morning is I pray that God shows me someone I can help, whether it's through Thrive, whether it's with Lavelle, whether it is, you know, I let them out in front of me and then they insist on driving 20 miles an hour, but I was nice and I let them out anyways. It doesn't matter. Like, pray that God shows you somebody that you can help today, even if it's the guy on the corner who needs a sandwich. You know what I mean? So, because that's going, what you do in private, God blesses you in public for. I've seen it. So I truly do believe that with my heart. But yes, that's amazing, Kristen. I absolutely love that. It's like no pressure, no stress. You post it and it was you, and that was a freaking amazing. And like, I've been doing like what Amber said, using your own voice on your reels. Like, I just voice overed my car wash trip, like something that simple, right? Y'all gonna see a lot of that. I love the car wash. Okay. But anything like that, if you're driving down the road, put your phone up on your thingy and just hit the record button and let it record while you drive to work. And then when you come home, kind of break it down to, you know, little pieces, so that there's 5 reels a day. There's 5 reels for you, one a day, right there. And you just put a motivational quote to each one of them with your voice. Somebody saved my personal audio the other day. I was like, which one was that? Which one did I say? What did I say? I got all excited because they saved mine, not one that I had saved from somebody else, mine. And I was like, hey, why ain't I verified yet? I'm just saying. So, yes. It's Monday. I love Mondays. Okay. I love Mondays. I got the energy for Mondays.
Stop recording when you're driving. Like, stop it. You're gonna wreck. You're going.
I'm not holding my phone. It's on the thingy, the dash thing.
Don't look at the.
I'm in the fast
lane.
lane.
You, but
no. Okay.
I love you, but no. All right, you guys, go get some rest. I love you guys. Good night.